Okay. Hello and welcome back to more Pikmin. Last time, we had a good day at the Distant Springs, getting 3 of the ship parts towards the center of the map. Today, we're gonna have another beach day. Hopefully it's not cursed, knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood right now. I think this is wood. I don't know, it could be like weird styrofoam. Really heavy duty styrofoam. I don't know. IKEA furniture. Actually, I don't think this is IKEA furniture, but you know, some furniture can be a bit weird. Anyways, much like last time, we're getting 100 blues. I'm bringing out 100 blues today. Just getting all the guys out, all my fellas. You know, I talked smack about blue Pikmin when we first got them, but you know, this game has a lot of water in it, so yeah. Anyways, we're going to make our way down this way and hit up this other shoreline in the distant spring. And we only have 3 water temples to deal with. So, to war! One guy already got. But, sounds like another guy got. But hey, only 2 deaths. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Anyways, because that's probably going to be the only enemies we're going to have to deal with today. Hopefully we don't run into another swooping snitch bug. But yeah, we're going to throw a bunch of our guys up here. Right, these guys are up. And now, yeah, just start throwing them across to get our second one of these ship parts. I forgot what it was called already. We'll see when it drops down here. Our second Ionium jet. Now, here we're going to have we have a little bit of a puzzle. Over here on this back corner, the far back corner, we have our last ship part in the distant spring. But it's high up on a ledge. We cannot throw our guys up that high. We need yellows. But we can't have yellows cross the water. So what do? We have to use our blue Pikmin. We can throw them up. We can throw some blue Pikmin up onto this ledge. I'm going to dismiss those guys. Right, these guys are up. And we're going to use this yellow candy pop bud to turn our blue Pikmin into yellows. I think I need a couple more blues, so just throw those guys up. Right, the guys are up. And okay, now we just got the second Ionium jet back. Right when I was throwing our guys in there. Okay, come on. Now then, we just got one more to throw in there. We need to throw 10 Pikmin in there. Later Pikmin games will only drop this count by about 5, which is honestly pretty nice. Anyways, now that we got our yellows, we're going to throw them across to that back shoreline. Ooh. And now with our yellows, we're going to throw them all the way up here. And we have exactly enough to bring down that ship part. And now that it's all down here, we're going to go over here, separate our guys, and just get our blues on to our Kronos reactor. Now that's all done, we could just convert our yellows back to blues with this candy pop bud. But yeah, that's going to be our last ship part here. Which is honestly kind of crazy. Uh oh. A couple blues fell in. That's bad. Eventually they'll get spat back out. If we just leave the candy pop bud alone. But yeah, we're pretty much done now. We're pretty much done with today. We have plenty of blues. We don't need to grind anymore, so yeah. Yep, there it goes. Just pat them back out. Kronos reactor goes right on the bottom there. This reactor changes the permutations in the space-time continuum into pure energy. Basically, it's like a big rubber band. And now, yeah, the dolphin is practically complete. We're just missing one more part. And oh, you look at that, it spat out our 2 remaining yellows. So yeah. Kind of a short day today, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, I'm kind of gonna talk about the something that has been happening in the gaming industry. As of recording, it was announced last week, and like I kind of want to talk my thoughts about this. Now, it was announced last week that Sony will be stopping making physical games. And it has gotten the gaming community quite up in arms. Of course, a lot of anger is directed at Sony, highly regarded, and in as a shift towards an all-digital future. Obviously, no one likes this. It's bad. It's bad for the market. It's bad for the industry. It just is creating a monopoly. And something, and like, nobody wants this. But the reason why I'm not really a Sony guy, I don't own a PlayStation. I played on a PlayStation at my cousin's house like freaking 2 decades ago. Played on their PS3. Goodness, do I feel old? But the thing is that I'm seeing a lot of discourse, especially within the Nintendo community, trying to be like, you see, this is why. Like, see, this is like, this is not nearly as bad as the game key cards. You guys are idiots. Like, I say this as a Nintendo fan. You guys are idiots. Like, the game key cards are still really bad. Sure, they're not as bad as an all-digital future, but they are pretty much a physical representation of that. Just, just in a physical form. On top of all of that, freaking, like, if you think Nintendo's not trying to shift their motto into like an all digital future, you really are paying attention. I think Nintendo is going to be following PlayStation and Xbox into going into this all digital future, and they're doing it right now. First, it was the virtual game cards, allowing you to like just. First, it was the virtual game cards. Like if I pull up the like this thing, and now like like couple like earlier this year, they are starting to discount their digital like published digital games like quite significantly for new releases. They're also trying to like manipulate the market, but in a way that favors them rather than suddenly doing it like Sony is. So, yeah, we need to push back hard against Sony, and when Nintendo starts doing the same thing, we're gonna have to push hard against them as well. That's my two thoughts, anyways, on this entire situation. I want to talk about something that isn't just raw gameplay now. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm just going to go to sunset. So, yeah. Practically just done. So, like, just going to go to sunset, and we're out of here. Day 13 sends impact. At last. But a single part remains. Since I've recovered 29 of the missing parts, the dolphin's power is near capacity. In the forest depths below, I see a region where the final part must lie. Clearly, this is my final trial. My life support system fails in 17 days. Courage. At this point, Pikmin deaths are more likely to happen than, like, a Pikmin extinction is more likely to happen than our life support failing, causing the end of our journey. So, yeah. Anyways, that is going to be it for today. Next time on Pikmin 1, we go to the final trial. See you guys then. Take care.